Hello, everyone. So I've come here today to reveal both my Ancestry DNA results as well as my African Ancestry DNA results. Let me first start off by saying that this is not a reaction video. I actually have my Ancestry DNA results for about a year and some change, and I just recently got my African Ancestry DNA results over the weekend. But there is a reaction video for that, which I'll include in the description box below, because I had the opportunity of having my results be revealed over live Sirius XM radio, the show Urban View on channel 126. Pretty much Sirius XM and African Ancestry teamed up for the month of October to have a show, like about 4 episodes, where they pretty much just talk about the wonderful contributions the African diaspora has had on the world, as well as reveal results to recent African Ancestry customers, which I was one of them, and they actually invited me to come to the studio and to just be interviewed a little bit, and to just reveal my results. And they recorded my reaction, which is in the link below, which goes to African Ancestry's Facebook page. So all I have to do is just like African Ancestry on Facebook, and then you'll see the little link of me revealing my results and my reaction. So anyway, but let me just go ahead and just give my results. So in the case of me, this is for my Ancestry DNA results, which is an admixture test, which is like a combination of all my ancestors, from the past, 2,000 years ago, I guess, and how they all trickled down to me and how it just accumulated into me. So anyway, so for my Ancestry DNA results, I am 70% African. 26% comes from the Cameroon-Congo region, 21% comes from Benin, Togo, 10% comes from Ivory Coast, Ghana, and 7% comes from Senegal. Now, those are all my main regions in Africa, but the remaining are trace regions, which AncestryDNA defines as pretty much the geneticist wasn't extremely confident from these regions because my DNA just wasn't as strong in these particular regions as they were for the latter regions I just said. So, but here we go. The trace regions are Africa, Southeastern Bantu, which is like East Africa and stuff like that. And that is 2% Nigeria, 1% Africa North, and less than 1% Africa South Central hunter-gatherers. So that's all, of my African, 70%. And the next and last continent is 30% European. So I'm 16% Scandinavian, which is like, Norway, Denmark, and I forgot the other one, but that area, and 6% Ireland. And those are my 2 main regions in Europe. And the remaining are trace regions. So 3% Iberian Peninsula, 2% Great Britain, and less than 1% Europe West, less than 1% Europe East, and less than 1% European Jewish. So yeah, those are my Ancestry DNA results, which are really cool. But let me go ahead and just talk about my African Ancestry DNA results. Now I took 2 tests with African Ancestry. And pretty much their test pretty much does a analysis of my Y chromosome, which is my paternal line. A Y chromosome has been really unchanged since 2,000 years ago, has been inherited from father to son, father to son, father to son, up to me. And my mitochondrial DNA, I took a test for that as well, which is my mother, similar to the Y chromosome. A woman matriarch in my family has passed down mitochondrial DNA from mother to child, mother to child, mother to child, mother to child, all the way down to me. So yeah, so pretty much I took these 2 tests. But let me start with ladies first and do the matriclan mitochondrial analysis. And in the case of me, I match with the Bubi people in Bioko Island of Equatorial Guinea today. And so yeah, so that's on my mom's side of the family. And on my dad's side, on the patriclan side of the test, I match with the Akan people living in Ghana today. So this is all very wonderful. I'm so excited that I did both tests. But I'm sure some of you guys are wondering, why, if you already had done the Ancestry DNA results a year ago, why I was saying I did African ancestry. Well, the reason why, as a person living in the African diaspora, it's so important just to know exactly where in Africa I come from. I appreciate so much, AncestryDNA's great admixture test, but for me, it's still a little vague because some of the regions are just clumped together. Like my highest region is 26% Cameroon Congo, and it's just like, am I from Cameroon or from Congo? Like, I just want to know, I want to know the tribe too. It's like I really want to know. So, although I appreciated that and it gives great context, I just like to know like how in the movie Roots how they were able to trace back to Kunta Kinte and stuff like that. I love that kind of genealogy. So I just wanted to go a step further and find out who my Kunta Kinte was and my Mrs. Kunta Kinte. So that's really the main reason why I did the African ancestry, just to connect to one, and which is kind of awesome how they even came up with this idea, just to realize that the Y chromosome has been, and our mitochondrial DNA has been just passed down, and it's almost like it's just like passing the torch from mother to child, and father to child, father to child. So it really makes it, I feel so more connected and more complete, because now I know exactly what tribes, or I know exactly really what tribe on my father's side, that individual was before he even stepped foot on that slave ship and came over to America, as well as, on my mom's side. So it's so wonderful just to be able to now have some closure. And I recommend everybody do these tests. It's especially in the African diaspora. African ancestry is fabulous. They have the largest, database, over 30,000 lineages. Like, that's crazy. Like, and because AncestryDNA, that's another thing I was going to say. They don't have their sample group. If you look closely at your results, their sample groups for each region, African and non-African, are not that large. I mean, it's like in the hundreds, but it's still like 30,000. I mean, that's more, and it's like not only just a country, but tribes in the country. So especially when you're within the African diaspora, I think it's so cool just to be able to know exactly what tribe you come from. So yeah, enough of this. Thanks so much for watching, and thank you for all the people who have contributed to YouTube with these videos, whether it's from 23andMe, AncestryDNA, Family Tree, Match, and whatever, Jed Match, African Ancestry. I appreciate it because I truly enjoy watching them, and hope you enjoy watching this. So, talk to you guys later.